So the first thing I want to emphasize here is when they say that did the clock show the correct time to an accuracy of 5 minutes, what they mean is that if the clock displays 11:55 a.m. or 12:05 p.m., then both of these would be classified as showing the correct time because they are within that accuracy of 5 minutes. So that part you want to keep in mind. Now we'll look at the question and start with statement 1. So we have this 48-hour period. So we have this is yesterday, and this is today at noon, and then day before. Again, we're talking about noon. So we're told that the clock in statement 1 was set to the correct time the day before yesterday. So here it was at 12 noon. This is the correct time. So then yesterday at noon, because we can gain at most 3 minutes, one possibility is it's at 12:03 p.m. And then the yesterday also it gains another 3 minutes. That's the maximum. So we could end up with 12:06 p.m. Showing up on the clock today at noon, which the answer to the question would be no. It is not showing the correct time to an accuracy of 5 minutes because it displays 12:06 p.m. But if it only gained 1 second, which is the least, then it would be 12:0001 p.m. yesterday at noon, and then today would be another 1 second you can add to it. And yes, this will be accurate to accuracy of 5 minutes. So we have 2 answers, no and a yes, so 1 alone is insufficient. If we look at 2, it says at exactly noon yesterday, so we're looking at this here, the clock was set back by 1 minute. So for now, let's just assume that it was at its accurate time. So if we set it back, that would be 11:59 p.m. And then yesterday, let's say it gains 3 minutes, it will be at 12:02 p.m. today at noon. So this would answer the question as a yes. But what we don't know is what was the time that started on day before yesterday. Meaning, if this was, let's say, 11:57 p.m., because what they don't tell you is at this point, how far is that clock off relative to the actual time? In this case, if we started with 11:57, actually, you know what? I'm going to push it further. So let's say it was 12:03 p.m. At this point, and it gained another 3 minutes yesterday, the day before yesterday, then it would be at 12:06. And if we set it back 1 minute, it would go back to 12:05. But then if we gain another 3 minutes here, we end up with 12:08. Now the answer to our question is a no, because it's not accurate to 5 minutes. It's past the 12:05 mark. So 2 alone is again insufficient. If we combine 1 and 2, we get this constraint that day before yesterday was the correct time. So it would be at 12 noon. So this is day before. And then at this point, it could, day before yesterday, it could gain 3 minutes. So it would be, say, 12:03 p.m. maximum, right before we reset it by 1 minute. So if we then set it back by 1 minute, it would be 12:02. And then yesterday it can at most gain 3 minutes, so it will be at 12:05, which would still answer it as a yes, meaning yes, the answer or the clock display is accurate within 5 minutes. And then we can look at the worst case scenario that we're starting with 12 noon. It only gains 1 second, so it would be 12:01 p.m. And then we set it back 1 minute, so then it would be 11:59:01. And then yesterday, let's say it gains only 1 second again, so then it would be 11:59 59:02. So this would still answer the question as yes, because this is still accurate within 5 minutes. So no matter what values we take, as long as we have this constraint that day before yesterday we're starting at 12 noon, we will be within that 5-minute mark. So the two statements combined are sufficient, and the answer is C.